I want to help you guys ditch your excuses and find consistency toward your goals, no matter what they are. I'm going to share my experience and the experience of others, but the experience of real people believing that doing something will get you there with consistency. It's over and over and over again. You can't tell me that a mom, a year of 10-minute workouts where she puts everything into that workout that she can, ditches the soda and adds veggies. You can't tell me that in a year of that every single week that she would see no difference whatsoever and find some motivation to change some other things along the way. Consistency is harder than doing something over the top for a short amount of time. Consistency is harder than doing something over the top for a short amount of time. It is why so few people reap the benefits of just being consistent. All right, so it's not just here at the street parking office and in our staff that we're talking about consistency. Of course, it's something that is huge in our community as a whole. We called a few of our favorite members and asked them what their thoughts are on consistency and how it's working out for them.
Having like physical discipline goes into the mental discipline, and mental also goes into physical. So if you're able to brush your teeth every night, that's one step towards, working out every day or doing 20 push-ups every day or whatever you need to do to start building those steps. So it's not something you just flip a switch on, it's something you definitely have to cultivate.
A lot of times people wait until they have motivation to do action, but what can be shown to be a lot more beneficial is just do the action, even if you're not motivated and don't feel like doing it, and the motivation comes afterward. After you've proven like, hey, I can do this, you're motivated to do it again. A lot of people wait until they're motivated to do it the first time, and then they never end up starting.
Like, I make this like an appointment, like going to the doctors. Nobody likes going to the doctors. I mean, unless you're a weirdo, but I make this as like an appointment that I have to get to every day. I don't want to be out here, but like I get up and I put on my workout clothes, and because it's right outside in my garage, there's like no reason not to. Sometimes I'll scale it, like I just hate pull-ups or wall balls, and if I'm not feeling it, I'll scale it down, but I'll still do it. I have 2 kids who do the remote learning, and then I have one who goes to preschool, and then I work, full time. So in order to maintain consistency, I have to work out at 6 in the morning, which is hard, but actually I love it, which is weird. Intensity is definitely lower in the mornings. It's hard to get moving, so you just have to know that you're not gonna have the same score as you would if you were working at your prime time. But it's just to do more than nothing is really what I do it for. This is all I had when I started, and a jump rope. These are 25s. So I got these as a Christmas gift from my sister. I was working out at like a Globo gym, but then I signed up for street parking. But I was like, I have no equipment. So she gave me a set of 25s. And so I was able to do a lot of it, which is that and a jump rope. And then I won this box during one of the challenges. So for a while I just had the 3, and then I started putting money into like a savings, and it was just for gym equipment. And so over time, it took almost 3 years now to buy like piece by piece everything that I wanted. So I'm pretty much set. All these things are really fun to have. But I did this probably for a year, just dumbbells, and it was more than enough. But yeah, Hulk waffles. So it's all template compliant. You just make it into a waffle, topped with peanut butter and some warmed up berries on top, and they're delicious, and my kids love them. So that is what we're making today. So 112 grams of egg whites, 30 grams of oats, 122 grams of Greek yogurt, a big handful of spinach, and a lot of cinnamon, 28 grams of peanut butter, and about 100 grams of mixed berries.
And the cute little
tiny waffle maker. You're gonna put your 30 grams of BUBS. Get your veggies in. Life hack. The cheap blenders from Walmart, they fit on mason jars. Look at this. So you could buy regular mason jars, and then that's a hack. I was inspired because people wanted pancakes, and I was like, well, I mean, you can make oats is like an oat flour if you blend it up and some eggs, and oh, it wasn't bad. So then I shared it and it kind of blew up. I didn't pick the name Hulk pancakes. I think it was either my kids or somebody in the group when I made them. It's a great idea. Look at these came out good. When you warm up frozen berries, they kind of get like a juice. So that's kind of like your syrup. So pretty. Those are good.
I come from a very unhealthy family. My family has diabetes, heart disease, obesity. There's a lot of obesity in my family. So I always knew I had to do better. I had to eat better. But when I have my kids, it's like, okay, I need to do better. This is it. I'm gonna do it for them. They love me. They think Mama is so cool. Mama is so healthy. Oh, Mama don't want us to eat sweets. Mama don't want us to eat soda because it's not good for the kidney. So it's like, I want to do better for them. I want to be there. I want to be here a long time. I want them to have a healthy life. I want to see them grow up, have their family, and I don't want them to see what I saw and what I went through. So I'm just trying do better. When I joined street parking, when I saw Blair, he went on vacation and he was working out with the sandbag barefoot. And I'm like, I'm going to Tennessee. I'm going to bring my sandbag. And I work out every day. I see Stephanie Nichek, I think it's her last name, working out in the driveway with all the kids around. It's like, there's no excuse. So I can be on my phone, just going through Instagram, I'm tired. I know I'm gonna get up and do something. It's like the community is incredible. They motivate me every day.
I love what Urga's saying, and there's two big things that I took away from hers. Number one, I think a lot of people have this idea of genetics in their mind much different than genetics actually are. So people who see parents who are severely overweight and who have, these diabetes or these problems, they just assume that that's their fate. Without taking into consideration what lifestyle factors added to those issues. And I think sometimes people are just like, oh, I come from an overweight family, so I'm just destined to be overweight. Or, oh, yep, everybody in my family developed type 2 diabetes, and they just kind of accept it. And that's something that we really need to change. Of course, there are things that are, things in our genetics that might make us more predisposed or more likely to develop those sorts of things. But it's not a sentence that's just in stone. And so I love that she saw that in her parents and didn't just accept it, but decided that she was gonna go against that and do something different and be healthier. And then the other thing that I like is that she sees her fitness as not something that's just for her, but it is for her family. So a lot of times we see the excuse of, I don't have time because I have kids, or these moms that don't take care of themselves, moms and dads, that just don't take care of themselves, and in their mind it's because they're doing everything for their kids and they don't have anything left over for themselves. Taking care of yourself is for your children. It's to be around for them longer. It's to be able to do more with them and give them a role model so that they, grow up thinking that that's normal. Break that cycle of, oh, my family's just overweight, or oh, this is just how we eat, or oh, I'm just destined to have these issues. So I love that so much.
So it's been really surprising for me. I'm almost at a year postpartum. Callie's almost 1. I struggled a lot this year with feeling like I wasn't ever doing enough. Like I wasn't doing the template enough, or I wasn't working out enough. I don't work out with a lot of intensity because by the time I get to work out, I'm tired or drained. I have been super duper gradual with everything. One, because I needed to be recovering physically. And then eventually just because, I don't know, I'm just an extra cautious person. So I was taking everything really slowly. I probably waited much longer than most people to do things like box jumps or running or stuff like that. I have still noticed a huge difference. So when I was in the middle of it, or when you're in the middle of it, it feels like, oh gosh, this isn't enough. Like, I know I'm capable of more. I've been used to doing more. Today I probably could do more, but I am not, and I just kind of don't feel like it. And that's still okay. And I still am seeing and feeling results. I'm stronger. I feel fitter. I have more skills that I'm able to do. I know that like body composition is changing for sure. It's not something that I really like track, but I can see it and feel it. And so it's nice to know that like even the little changes over time make a really, really big difference. And I think in this whole year postpartum, I've just been doing like okay, in terms of how much I take on, but it's made a big, big, big difference. I just feel like it's important to remind people that more than nothing is so true, and that consistency over a long period of time, like really long, really can pay off. Oh yeah? Does that smell good? Good job. Jeb does the meal prep usually what, like Mondays?
Sometime early in the week, in the evening. Like we'll put her down, and that's usually when I have a little bit extra time, is after she goes down. So it's usually like late Monday night or Tuesday night.
But I always look forward to the new exercises every day, using the dumbbells, using the weights. I mean, even the sandbags, that's really new to me, so everything is nice, everything is good. I mean, I look forward to coming home every day because I know we have a workout to do, so.
I used to go to Hawaii for my medical checkups through the VA. I'm a veteran. I have a chronic back problem, chronic pain. But ever since they stopped flying, ever since stopped the flights, I'm stuck at home. And what happened, I just stayed home. I did nothing, no exercise, no nothing, and I was gaining a lot of weight. I got up to 215 pounds. That's really heavy to me, 215. I was starting to feel my heart beat kind of, strange. Anyways, I said to myself, man, I gotta start somewhere. I keep saying that. And when I comment on our children's workout video and stuff, I always say, oh, we need to start. We need to do that. We're going to try that, but never did until Monica introduced us to street parking. Boy, love it. First time, I was dead. I told this guy, I'm dead. Please don't bother me. The first time, but it was a very good kind dead. You know what I mean? It's the dead that when you get back up, you're stronger. You feel better. I'm so thankful, and it's helping my back as well. It's really helping my back, and it's helping my legs. My legs were getting skinnier. I have skinny legs, but they were getting skinnier and skinnier. But now they're building back up. Oh God, I love the exercise. I couldn't stop talking about street parking. The consistency, it is absolutely right. That's the key to this. And if you keep it up, you get better and better health-wise. You get better and brighter mind and everything. Oh, it's really good.
I stay consistent with my own fitness because I see it as taking care of myself in order to take care of others, or staying alive in order to do the things that I love. And most recently, it helps me to stay motivated when my parents tell me that they have fun and they're enjoying it and they love it. After every workout that we do, they say thank you, and money can't buy that. The gratitude and the blessings that you receive from your parents. So that's what's been keeping me consistent.
By the way, I weigh 196 now. From 115, I weigh 196.
My dad's really been leaning out and he loves it. I know he sees his muscle definition.
I look in the mirror, I see a different person, man. I tell you.
First of all, I love them so much. That family, I just want to go like hang out at their house and work out with them in their living room. They're so awesome. I think what really stands out to me from that clip and from what motivates them and keeps them consistent and their thoughts on it, recently I was diving into these areas in the world called blue zones that basically talk about populations that have like really long life people, like lots of people over 100 years old in these specific pocketed areas. And one of the things that they noticed across all of them was that these people were very active into very old age. Like even the people that were over 100 years old that they met with were still, you know, like working out in the fields and stuff like that. And I think what can be really difficult as people get older, and it seems like it's happening younger and younger, is to change. I think change gets really hard for people. I think starting a fitness program when you're older can be really scary and hard, and there are so many excuses that you can make, like, oh, that's just never been my thing, or I have this back problem. Let me tell you, if you're over 30 years old, you have some sort of nagging past injury, whether you played sports in high school and, you know, threw out your shoulder, or I have a knee thing and a neck thing. Like we all have our stuff that we can, as we get older, say, this isn't gonna work for me because I have this thing. For Va'a, it was his back, and you hear that so often with back pain. The thing is, the weaker the muscles get around that injury, the more it's going to cause you issues. The stronger we can maintain all of the surrounding musculature for any injury, the less likely we are to re-injure ourselves, the less pain we're probably gonna have. And so it makes complete sense that him, first of all, losing weight, and second, moving and strengthening his body would make him feel better. And then of course, like, they're re-energized by it. Overcoming these workouts, the mental part of it, and even just like the endorphins that come from pushing yourself that hard are so good for you at every single age. And I think it can really, especially as you get older, it can really motivate you and be like, hey, like, I'm not done. Like, I still got this. I can still keep moving. And I can even improve my quality of life. So whether I live to 70 or to 110, my quality of life and how much I'm enjoying life and just my mindset can be changed no matter when I start. And I love that so much. And Monica has changed not only her parents' lives, but so many lives over, you know, where they live. And she's just, I love them so much. All right, guys, it's officially fall, and it is one of my favorite times of year because number one, it's beanie season. Yay, we don't have to wash our hair. Number two, it's cardigan season. And you guys know I wear this thing every single day. And you know what else it is, especially if you're super basic like me, it's Starbucks pumpkin spice latte season. The problem with the pumpkin spice latte season is it's gonna mess with our consistency in staying away from sugar. Because in one grande Starbucks pumpkin spice latte, I don't think you guys are ready for this, 380 calories, 14 grams of fat if made with 2% milk, and 50 grams of sugar. That is just not gonna cut it when we're trying to stay consistent through the last 3 months of the year, the most important months for your overall fitness, because it's when most people give up. You guys know that I'm fully capable and I enjoy a nice cup of black coffee. However, I know not all of you are at that level yet, so I want to try to help you out. So to make a pumpkin-y coffee that still has a little bit of like frothiness and goodness, here are some things that you can do to cut down that 380 calories to only 70 calories and no sugar. So take your BUBS MCT, you can do a packet or the scoops. We're at my house, so we got scoops. And I'm just gonna use a full scoop. Okay, so this is just fat. This is 70 calories, 5 grams of fat. No sugar, no carbs. Okay. Then you're gonna pour your coffee. I like putting the MCT in first because then it mixes already with the coffee. You're going to do 2 little sprinkles of pumpkin pie flavoring. This is like one brand. I'm sure there are other brands. 2 sprinkles, ready? 1, 2, boom. Then you can take one of these little frothers, or if you have something cooler than that, that's fine. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoops. Last thing you're gonna do is you're gonna add just one little sprinkle of cinnamon on top. Boom. Pumpkin spice latte. Now, how could it be a latte if it doesn't have any milk? You could add some almond milk or even a little bit of regular milk to this to make it a little bit more frothy. But overall, this does not have any sugar in it. It's still got that pumpkin flavor. It's nice and warm and toasty and tastes like the season, but we're gonna avoid all that basic sugar that none of us are looking for this holiday season. I challenge you guys today to choose one thing that you have allowed to slip into like nothing land. One thing, not all the things, okay? Because that's not gonna work out for your favor. And commit to one small act daily. So we're talking set your alarm clock for 10 minutes earlier in the morning. If you want to eventually be a morning person so that you have more time to read or work out or whatever, 5 or 10 minutes. If it's fitness, literally find 5 to 10 minutes. Again, maybe it's that 5 to 10 minutes you woke up early in your schedule and do some air squats or do some lunges, do some sit-ups, go for a walk even, do something physical that'll get you on that path of being consistent in moving your body for 5 to 10 minutes. Put something in place that you can actually do, spending only 5 to 10 minutes on that thing every day. And just keep doing it day after day after day after day and build on it as you go. So smart, such good advice. And I would say the same thing now. I want to see what you guys are going to work on. I want to see what small things you've chosen, and I want you guys to tag us, put them in the Facebook group. Let us know what you're going to be working on first and focusing on those small changes. And remember, when you see somebody who just seems so much further down the road than you and it seems like they've got it all together, first of all, they don't. But second of all, they just started this journey before you did. I can promise you that anybody that's successful has kept small changes and held on to them once those habits have been established. You can do the same thing. Show us how you're gonna do it.